Hey everyone, welcome to another terrible day in my ugly world. And today we are building an automatic brewing station. Okay, over here I've already started with the frame. This is based off Etho's design, which he did on the PC obviously. So there is one major thing you need to be aware of if you're doing this on the console, which is about, well, it's about the item elevator, but okay, instead of going through that now, I'll go through it once we've built the elevator, just so it makes more sense. But what we have over here, this is going to be the on-off switch. It's down at the moment because that would be the off position. On would be up like that. He put a sign above there. I do have a sign with me, so I might put that up there a bit later. In here is where the brewing station, what do they call it? Yeah, brewing stand. It will be there so you can watch it, but it'll be a fully automatic, so you shouldn't really need to interact with it that much. Over here we will have where the ingredients go. We put 4 redstone lamps there so we know which ones we've selected, and we select them using these levers. The ingredients themselves will be behind there in droppers. Over here he had a crafting table here, although I'm not sure I'm going to use that one that much, but it might be handy having them around anyway. And he used that to make the bottles. The water will be here so you can make fill them with water. In here goes a double chest. I can get this done. Okay, and that's where the potions will end up after they've been brewed. Is it me or is there something wrong with my mic today? It's sounding a bit weird. Okay, anyway, this is all just blocks. It's 14 wide, including the ends, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 to there. And that block shouldn't actually be there. There are stairs to make it look fancier. You got 3 stairs there, an inverted one, and then another one up top. My control's out of control. Another 2 there, and another 3 there, just to make it look nice. You can always just square it off. In fact, I probably will do that later on anyway, because that sort of design doesn't really suit my base. I think a square would be a lot nicer. This is where you'll be throwing in the bottles, the water bottles. As I said, there's a elevator there, but we'll get to that later. This one will tell you when we're out of water bottles. So if this one goes off, that means we need to add more water bottles to the system. Okay. Yeah, each of those select the different ingredients. I'll get more into how it works a bit later. Around the back here we need, you can get rid of that for now. Bring this down. We put just redstone across the bottom, which will just update these pistons. Okay, on top of each piston we put a block. Put blocks here, block there. So when you select them, the block will move up, which will activate the dropper, which will go on top, which we can do now. And they have to be droppers. Okay, don't use hoppers, not hoppers, dispensers, because dispensers will shoot them too far and it just won't work properly. Okay, so that's all the low roof droppers along there. Then over here we need to have, we start with the hoppers. Remember to crouch when you do it like this, otherwise you go into the inventory. Same with the, put that on top. And how do I get up here? I need to build up a little. I have to remove these blocks a little bit later. Okay, hopper goes on top of there, and then another one on top of there, then across here, and there. So the brewing ingredients will be in these droppers. When you select them, they will go up and then along and then down into the brewing stand. Nice and simple. Alright, now we need to work out the switches here. Like that, I think. Okay, let's have a look. No, I forgot one here. Is that how we did it? Yeah, that's right. Okay, so we do the redstone along here like this, and then down up here. Now we need the repeaters. You don't need a repeater on the first one, that just goes, and each one will be, that's one tick. So this one, once you put it, make sure you make it 2 ticks, and this one to 3 ticks, this one 4, and this one will be 5. Okay, the reason he did this was without the delay between each one, like there's 1 tick delay from each to the next, the ingredients were going up out of order. So if you just had them all like this, going straight in without any delays, they sometimes got mixed up, and of course if they arrived at the brewing stand out of order, it would break the system and it wouldn't be able to work anymore. Alright, what else? Okay, now comes the really difficult part. Should I try to do this? What do I need? Let's just use that sign, get rid of it. Okay, the sign here. So if it's up, it is... Wait, let's do this capitals. On... Wait, what happened there? Oh, I screwed up. On. Okay, and down would be off. Okay, that's all you really need that for, and it's only to remember if you have trouble remembering that. Next part. Oh, this next part is so complex. If we... Wait, I still need the other things. Okay, this is my building chest. I need comparators. Oh, I can put these signs in. The signs, when Etho did it, he actually put the signs along here. But for me, I think what I'll do... Wait, oh man, I didn't get item frames, so I got paintings. No. Okay, alright, I'll have to get some item frames to put on there. But from memory they went redstone, glowstone, fermented spider eye, and gunpowder. Or I think he had gunpowder, then fermented spider eye. And the nether wart would go in the end, and what you're using to make the potion would be there. So if you wanted to make speed, you'd put sugar in there. If you wanted to make night vision, you'd put golden carrot in there. For healing, or was it healing, is the watermelon. Regeneration is the ghast here. Okay, you got the idea. Alright, I think I'm going to break the video for a moment just so I can do this part around here, because it is a lot more complex and I don't think I can talk and do it at the same time, because I'll just lose my place. Alright, be back in a moment. Alrighty then, now we're back and we've finished setting it all up. I'll start over here with the explanation. In here I'm going to keep the potion ingredients, the main ones. Sugar I've already put in the machine. Blaze powder I don't have yet. If we need we want to make what is the weakness, we can just go straight there. Okay, to load up the water we need to do it over here, and you have to throw it against the side here like this, that. Just throw them in and we can fill up the water from this. And I didn't mean to do that. You see the light's gone on here. When we throw them in, it comes through. I think there's one bouncing there. And it's hard to see. Sometimes if you don't throw it right, it will get stuck against the fence post there. That's why you have to throw it against the side. It comes through, it goes up here. Let's throw a couple more, see if we can see them going up. So make sure you throw it right against the wall there. And they should go up there to the top, into the water and across, go into this hopper. From that hopper they go into that chest. From that chest it's into another hopper there, into this chest here. And once there is water in this chest, then it will turn on the light. Okay, the light over here tells us that there is water in that chest. Okay, if there's water in the hopper behind it feeding into the brewing station, it doesn't turn on. So even when that goes off, there should still be some in this hopper. Okay, and you can see I've already put some in there. Awkward potions are there. When you want to make the potion, you put whatever you want in here. I've got sugar at the moment, which would make the speed potion. I filled up some of these. Glowstone, I only have those two. Spider eye, I don't have a lot yet, and that's full. So say we want to make the speed potion, we can turn on this one, which will give the redstone, which will extend it. And then we could make it a tier 2 by adding glowstone. We could make it splash by adding the gunpowder. And if you want to revert the effect of whatever potion you're making, you simply have the fermented spider eye. And then last through would be the nether wart, which will set up, and it will sit in here like this until you're ready to start brewing the next lot. Right, around the back is quite complex. We did this part, so you can see this block here, because we selected the, what's that one? That's the redstone. So that blocks up, so that one will activate there when we turn it on, which will send the redstone up into there, which will go along and down into the brewing station. These three are not turned on, so their blocks are still down, so they won't be activated. Over here, this is the difficult part. It's quite complex. This one here detects whether or not there's any water bottles in there, or anything really. It could be any block in that chest. As long as there's one item in there, that will send the signal out, and that will let that light be turned on over there. When it's empty, that will turn off, and that will send a signal across here, which will come down. It will go through here and turn off that light. It will also go this way and lock the mechanism. So when the chest over there is empty, this redstone will deactivate, or activate. It will activate. It's locked at the moment when it's on. So at the moment nothing's going through and nothing's being brewed because the switch is turned off. So if we turn the switch on, you can watch this. Oh, actually, when you first set it up, you need to have an awkward potion or something, some sort of potion down here. Place one nether wart in there, and that will set it up. Okay, where's the hopper up here? This one is currently empty. So when we turn it on, it will send first, it will send the sugar, and then any of these that are turned on, in this case will be the redstone, will go next, and then the nether wart will come last. So what you'll end up when you're not brewing, when you turn it off, you'll have whatever the last potion you're brewing will be in here, and you'll have one nether wart in there. Okay, so we can turn this on now and see it in action. So now it comes out. Those awkward potions left. The water bottles come in automatically. And once this is done, the sugar should follow in afterwards. I hope. It was working before. I did test this. Okay, there's the sugar. And then if we look up here, we can see the redstone, which will come next. And then after that redstone drops down, another wart will drop into there. We'll turn this off so we don't brew too many at the moment. I'll probably brew some more later. But this will turn into, from awkward potion to potion of swiftness. So now the redstone going in, which will extend it, will go from 3 minutes to 8 minutes. And that'll just take a moment, and already up here you can see the nether wart is there. Once that nether wart drops down, because we have turned it off, nothing else will come. Okay, it only sends every time this hopper empties. So now that will send a signal along there. If it's turned on, it will send a signal and get another load of things. So now the potion of swiftness will sit here until we start brewing more. Okay, and that nether wart. So once we turn it on again, there, these potions will drop down into this chest where these awkward potions have already gone, and the next set will continue brewing. In fact, why don't we just turn that on and let it keep going. Those drop down, new ones come in, and it'll keep going until we turn it off, or until you run out of ingredients. If we run out of this, okay, if there's no more sugar left after that's all been used up, it would make the awkward potion, and then the next thing that come in would be the redstone, which I'm pretty sure that should stop it. So it would actually stop brewing. You'd have a redstone sitting there and awkward potions down here, and it won't make any more until you reset it. Alright. Now, as I was saying at the beginning, with this item elevator, let's get some more water. What happens on the, well, on some of the consoles, and I think on the PC version as well, if you don't have it set up in the right direction, it will actually not work. So when I was testing this, I had to set it in this direction, so the water was flowing in this direction. Okay, they're all going up. They should all go up there. See, that one's going in. Sometimes they do get stuck against here still. If I, like this, apparently, I pick that up. Okay. Okay, so as I was saying, it has to flow in this direction on my console. I tried it flowing in this direction, I tried it flowing in this direction, and I tried it flowing in this direction. And the only one would work is going in this direction. So if you are going to make this, whether it's on console or any other thing, I would suggest to try it first. Do some tests to see which way works and which way doesn't. Okay, because there would be nothing worse than making this whole thing, whole setup, getting it running and going, and then to find that you can't load it up. The other option, of course, would be just to walk around here and load it up manually. Just open that and throw the bottle straight into there. Because everything else works, everything else should work fine. Oh. Oh no. I've got a problem. That was bad. Okay, that one's okay. There was nothing on top of there anyway. So, alright. I think that's it. We now have a working brewery. Ooh, working brewery. We can make beer. Brewing station. It's fully automatic. It will stop if it runs out of anything that it needs. Well, if it runs out of the nether wart or the main ingredient or the water bottles, it will actually stop and lock up. If it runs out, like if I'm using the redstone, if the redstone run out, it would still make the swiftness potion and keep going. It's just that there would be no redstone added to them, so it'd just be the non-extended one. So instead of, what is it, 8 minutes, you only get 3 minutes. Alright, wow, it's nighttime already. How long have I been here? Okay, that's it for today. If you have any questions, and if you do want to know how to set up this back part, this was a pain putting together, really. You could just do a search for Etho automatic brewing station, or if you want me to do one, I could probably do a little tutorial. Like, once you understand how all of this works, it's actually not that difficult. It's just a bit complex. You have to make sure you put everything in the right place or it won't work properly and it'll lock up the machine. Alright, but that's all for now. I will catch you guys next time. Have a good one. Bye.